That was a really bad show? I'm a little torn. The reason I'm torn is because Jeff has been on such a great streak. His shows are getting better and better, and I feel like this is just not. It's not better. It was fine. It was a fine show. It wasn't bad. I mean, it was.
Yeah. It was just, I do think that like
fine.
There's a.
But I mean, the fact that it's fine is not great. You know,
I think if anything, that's like a preview of next year. Like there are so many big games that are coming out this year. Yeah, like I feel like besides Mortal Kombat, like he didn't have much.
I thought it was okay. Yeah, somebody just said in chat, it was the games, not Jeff. Like, the show was fine.
Thanks to Jeff Keighley for having us be part of his Summer Games Fest. And thank you to all of you, the millions of people watching out. Millions of people. God, I can't believe
Microsoft's got to be happy.
This thing has really grown.
Oh, dude. This makes me about 10 times more hype for the Microsoft show.
Devs
yeah, they don't have to like try very hard
Double Fine
for
Productions and the
headlines.
friends at IM8bit to put on a show that really celebrated video games and focused on the fans and the developers.
Yeah, dude.
And brought them
I cannot
to
wait for that
games.
Starfield show.
It started as a live event here in San Francisco where we had developers showing their games where people could play them and also listen to music and eat food and drink. And it was really just a festival of amazing creativity and a very inspiring event. And then during the pandemic, it became digital only. And now we're doing both, a live event and a digital showcase so people from around the world can enjoy all of these amazing games. We had a record number of submissions this year, more people wanting to be part of Day of the Devs than any year previously. And we have more world premieres today than ever before. I'm excited. I hope you're excited. And please, without further ado, enjoy Day of the Devs.
I like that guy.
Digital showcase. That would be effects on that. It still sound good.
I'm pleased to introduce a brand new game from a team that is near and dear to my heart. This is from Greg Lobanoff and the team at Wishes Unlimited, who made incredible games like Wander Song and Chicory. Here's their new title, Beastieball.
Oh, this is all Zeke's shit. We don't even have Zeke to do the world premiere. Unbelievable.
Hi, I'm Greg Lobanov, and I am bouncing off the walls excited to finally tell you what my friends and I have been working on together ever since Chicory came out a couple years ago. Introducing Beastieball!
Is it Pokemon volleyball?
Beastieball is a turn-based RPG where you coach a team of beasties to play Beastieball, which is kind of like volleyball. You play as this customizable coach character, and you can explore this huge open world, recruiting all kinds of beasties to your team. Then you can challenge rival sports teams as you rise your way through the Beastieball rankings. Beasties are highly social creatures that evolved to play sports. In their natural wild state, they're constantly playing Beastieball to build friendships, to settle disputes, or just to have fun. When beasties play together, they actually become friends with one another. And depending on their personalities and their teamwork style, they can form different kinds of friendships.
Did it start
whether
yet
they
or not?
become besties or
Yeah, this
rivals
is the first game.
or
I think it's
partners
Oh,
or
is it?
sweethearts,
Okay.
they'll get some kind of unique combo ability
Beastie
that only
balls
that pair of beasties
or
can
something
do,
like that.
which can turn the tide in a really tough match.
So with this game, we really wanted to emphasize the beasties' agency as living creatures. They're doing their own thing, making their own decisions. They'll only join your team after being convinced by you fulfilling a certain set of conditions while you're playing against them. The goal isn't to collect as many beasties as you can, but to spend time with the ones that you care about and be surprised by the ways that they grow and change, and the bonds that they form with each other.
Oh, man.
We knew we wanted to create a really wide variety of beasties that each have their own ecological niche and way of playing Beastieball. So we're working with a really wonderful bunch of concept artists and spending a lot of time on each design. All the beasties have a range of colors
Planning on
and
playing
sizes,
Power World?
and
No.
their poses and animations are all hand-drawn, which gives us lots of opportunity to express their personalities and their different ways of moving.
To help give each beastie that personality, we've been doing unique voices for them. Each one can express a range of emotions, and we've had a lot of fun performing that. But it's not all just friendships and rainbows. This game is about sports.
You come from a tiny town built around a nature preserve. You're kind of underdogs until one day when the Beastieball League shows up and starts tearing down the preserve to build a stadium. Your only way to stop the construction is to rise all the way to the top of the Beastieball League.
Right from the start of your adventure, you'll be able to see all the ranked teams on your map. You decide where to go, who to challenge, and in what order. And every time you defeat a ranked coach, the other ranked coaches become stronger. So no matter which way you go, you'll have a tough and exciting rise to the top.
We're so excited to finally reveal this. It's a really
Twitch is sending written notices via email that partner agreements will not auto-renew and will terminate in 1 year or sooner on acceptance of the MSA.
We're going to be revealing a crowdfunding campaign very, very soon, and we'd love to have your support.
Yesterday, I thought.
Thanks very much. We can't wait to talk to you
With
more
this
about
email, Twitch is
Beastieball.
providing you with written notice that your partner agreement will not auto-renew for the next renewal term and will okay. So in other words, they
in Hyperlight Breaker.
This is such a terrible way to do
follow-up
that.
title in the Hyperlight universe. You'll assume the role of a mercenary with some serious skills. You'll be entering the Overgrowth, an amazing open world with everything from lush rolling hills to deep labyrinths. They'll be comprised of both handcrafted and procedural elements, just how I like my levels. Like its predecessor, it'll be chock full of secrets and lore, sure to satisfy even the most curious.
We're gonna zoom in for that.
You'll
Can you
face
give us
off
a little,
against enigmatic
sass
enemies,
on that shot?
armed with an arsenal
All
of
there you
weapons
go.
that you've crafted with the spoils of your previous battles. And for those die-hard fans that have been eagerly awaiting its release, we have some never-before-seen sneak peeks. This is Hyperlight Breaker.
Hello, I'm Alex, creative director at Heart Machine, and we're making Hyperlight Breaker. Hyperlight Breaker is a huge, stylish, bloody game. As is our MO, it's a game that's vivid but bleak, with a crumbling world that can be brutal and beautiful all at once. It's a major landmark for us, and the first of its kind, an open world game where you never return to the same world twice. You could say it's a mix of incredible open world games like Breath of the Wild, distilled into the format of a roguelike such as Dead Cells or Hades.
That's a lot of big names, dude.
Damn. Online.
Okay.
We're like
Breaker's narrative
Fortnite
will be
and
presented
Final
fully through
Fantasy
visual storytelling, where
7.
you'll discover and decipher the mystery of
Little
this world
Hades, Call of
and lost
Duty,
land
Counter-Strike 2.
I was gonna say,
Every
it
world
looks
will be
like if it's a
different.
roguelike with
Loaded,
this kind of
dangerous
atmosphere,
creatures,
it kind of reminds me of
razor-sharp
Risk of Rain.
vast overgrown wilderness,
Oh, yeah.
long dead
Yeah.
civilizations, and new discoveries of
Right.
a mysterious, vibrant, yet horribly ominous atmosphere. Each biome in the world is different, with unique dangers, set pieces, and stories of their own. There will be massive bosses to take down in an open structure, with dangerous, unique, and challenging sub-bosses scattered throughout runs. You'll pick up new gear, make new builds, unlock new characters, upgrade your equipment as you bring back more and more materials from runs. We've learned so
the
much from our
art
previous
director
games, building up
was
amazing
was
tech and a deep well of
people
knowledge
the
and
the
experience.
people under him would come up to
Breaker's
him and
the
go,
culmination of all that
"What do you
incredible
think?"
work.
And
I'm excited
the art
to have
director
you
went,
experience it for yourself.
"Is it neon enough though?"
There do be a lot of neon.
We'll have a lot more information on the game as we come closer and closer to early access later this year.
Cool. Okay.
And now, in true Day of the Devs fashion, we're traveling halfway around the globe to Transylvania to bring you a game that is not what you expect.
Can we get her some
developer
coffee,
Stone
please?
Skip and publisher I Am 8-Bit Presents, I'm thrilled to bring you a world premiere title that is not only relaxing and enjoyable, it's
I'm gonna do
chill
something real
and
quick
vibey.
on my stream. You're
Let
gonna
that
lose
anxiety
video for
go
just a sec, but I'll be
while
right
you
back.
play Simpler
Oh
Times.
my god.
World premiere.
Hi there.
We're just vibing out, man.
And I'm Dragos of Stonescape Studio. We are a small team from Transylvania, and our mission is to create meaningful interactive experiences.
Wait, that's a real fucking
Our
place?
first game, Simpler Times, sheds light to the beauty of the
Oh,
ordinary.
what? Really?
And serves as a place from the past where you can be present.
Simpler Times follows Tyna on a heartwarming
Yeah, man, that's where
journey through her
vampires come
memories
from.
as she prepares to leave her childhood home.
Man, it's getting pretty full.
I don't know if I should
Starting
be
to feel like I'm never gonna come back.
grateful or upset that people like buy my dumb shit like every time I say something dumb.
It's apple
Like,
picking season.
he really doesn't know
My
that.
favorite.
Nice save.
Through visual storytelling and mindful interactions, you will journey alongside her as she delves into her past and uncovers her authentic self.
No, hey, listen, you can keep on believing that I'm an idiot. That way my jokes
With
work.
each puzzle, Taina grows closer to adulthood and you'll be there to guide her. From simple activities like picking dried leaves from a plant to more complex ones like building a birdhouse, you'll interact with objects that hold sentimental value for Taina.
You shut up.
I really wish I could take you with me. I'm gonna miss our duets together.
We know the world is getting faster and
This one for you, Dano, for
We
agreeing
live
with him.
we wanted to create a space
Oh, sorry,
where
I should have
players
muted
can
myself.
Take a break, slow down,
I'm
and
timing
enjoy
people out for
something meaningful.
calling my jokes, putting my jokes in quotation marks.
Simpler
Well, to be
times
fair, your
stems
jokes aren't
from
terrible.
stories we believe need to be told and heard.
Can't ban
Inspired
Cohh.
by the very
I don't want to
house
be on this
sitting
show
in.
anymore.
The game is a reflection
I got you,
of
chat.
the physical spaces we spend time in and the memories
I'm
we
a
hold.
Mountie.
I've spent so much time here looking out the window. It's hard to believe that I won't see this view for a while.
We want to build a sense of awareness and appreciation for the world around us, encouraging you to reflect on your own memories and experiences.
Simpler Times is coming soon on PC.
I'm probably
and
banned
other
in Zeke's
platforms,
chat if I try to
so
go
make
along.
sure to wishlist on Steam and follow us on social media.
Oh no,
Thanks for
you're
taking the time
VIP,
to
so I can
listen.
see
We
your
hope
comments
you enjoyed playing
more
Simpler
easily,
Times as much as we enjoyed creating it. Bye.
and then ban you.
It's like childhood is the beach and growing up is the sea. Can I still take all these seashells with me? Can I lock them in a chest with my memories?
This next game is from Sad Owl Studios and Thunderful Publishing. It's a really unique
Somebody says
puzzle
that
game
game is
built
way
around
too
a camera
comfy for me,
mechanic
Sag.
where the photos that you take become 3D worlds to explore. This is Viewfinder.
Oh, this game looks fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, okay. This one does look wild.
Hey, speaking of puzzle games, how far did you guys get in Q
Viewfinder's a
Remastered?
difficult game to describe in words.
I did the
If you saw
IQ
it, you'd
test, but that was about
recognize
it.
Okay.
What is this place? It is a game that, gives players a lot of freedom.
What's an old photograph doing here?
Look at this photograph!
You can take photos,
Old
or find
habits.
photos, and then make them into real 3D spaces.
That's really cool.
Hang on, did you just shift reality? Sick.
No, I'm going to be playing this on stream when it comes out. It reminds me of like a little bit of Gorogoa.
Pictures to reshape and reconfigure the world around you in order to solve challenges in creative ways.
It's such a unique experience, and I think everybody is just gonna have a
Superliminal,
different
yeah,
experience
that
of
too.
how they play Viewfinder.
I love
and
these kind of
that's
games.
Just a really nice thing to it.
A perfect fit. An elegant solution.
This one's gonna be just one of those crazy to play
That
games.
doesn't
Yeah.
look right. You can rotate reality too.
Oh, was that knock in the game?
If I was to compare
In the
Viewfinder
stream?
to other games,
Yeah.
I'd say it's like the gameplay of Portal
Oh,
combined with
man,
the
I
visual
thought like someone was in my
illusions of
fucking room or
Subliminal or Antechamber. People have also compared it
I
to
muted-
Witness.
I muted and like stood up and looked around.
No, that's like the game's confirmation sound.
A puzzle game, but it's
Oh.
very sandboxy
I need more
and
sleep, guys,
playful
I'm
and
sorry.
open-ended.
The whole concept of
Dude, that looks
that when you
crazy.
actually create something,
Like I don't
you
even.
do destroy.
I'm having
a lot of
problems
these
wrapping my
things,
head
and,
around
you know,
this.
it's just a
It's a
very
little
important
mind
lesson
fucky, yeah.
Yeah.
in creation.
Oh, dude, this looks
Viewfinder
like a very
is
clever, fun
created
game.
by
Absolutely.
different people, and we have people from all over the world who have such a diverse and interesting cultures.
each character comes from a different culture. There's a lot of sort of culture-specific props and items and themes who you learn about, mostly through environments and environmental storytelling. And so we've tried to sort of make these special spaces that really represent that character, who they are, what they like to do.
I'm sure you noticed by now, but using film was always Mirren's idea.
The only problem with games that are this like cool and like, you know, innovative or whatever is that they have a tendency to be short. And I'm just really hoping this one has some length on it.
It's just very important for us to just put in what we know, so that the rest of the world
Would this be a cozy game with drinks?
Also, you know, have
Dude, drinking in this game
no,
would
don't
be
drink.
wild.
What? That's a no. I'm calling. You can't do
This
that.
must be
I'm like-
next stage.
I might. I last night.
Guys,
I played.
Right here.
I played Street Fighter 6 last night, and I brought down a bottle. I brought down a bottle of vodka, and I took a drink every time I got punched in the
But
face.
this next game didn't actually come through that process.
How much
We
stream was
have
2
eyes
hours?
everywhere, and the curation team is always looking for
Yeah.
games.
It was a pretty rough
this
morning.
Next one actually
Already on
came
there.
from
Yeah,
Twitter because the creator was
Jesus.
posting
Yeah.
all these amazing GIFs, and
I
we
got
reached
punched
out
in the
via
face a
DM
lot.
and asked if we could feature the game. So here it is, this beautiful, gorgeous, hand-drawn ghost story called Haunty.
Hello everyone, my name is Leo Dasso and I'm with Moonloop. Together we're making a game called Haunty.
I like the art style.
I like the samba they
cabana
got.
music. Yeah, man. Here we go.
The main mechanic in Haunty is that as a ghost you can haunt things and get access to their abilities. There's a big variety of things that you can haunt in this game. I think you'll have a lot of
I
fun
love
sort of
this.
exploring
I'm
around
digging
and
this
see
art.
what different
This
things
is
you
great.
can haunt and the abilities that they give you. Core mechanics resemble very much a twin-stick shooter. However, unlike twin-stick shooters, it focuses less on the high-intensity moments and more on finding creative ways to use the twin-stick paradigm to create fun solutions to the challenges in the game. Haunty follows the story of a ghost in the afterlife, and beyond that it really expands into a lot of ghosts in the afterlife and sort of the stories that they have.
Oh fuck, is this gonna make me cry, dude? This seems like one of those games that might squeeze out some tears.
The progression and story of Haunty both center around collecting these stars, and the stars have this special ability that they give ghosts access to pieces of their past life that they've left behind.
Oh God, yep, it absolutely is.
The environments and characters
Yep.
are all
Yeah,
carefully
100%.
crafted with a
I hate
2D
it. I love
hand-drawn style, so there's a lot of painstaking
It's very-
frame-by-frame
very
animation
conflicted,
work
I
in
see.
there. And we have a fantastic soundtrack. So it all
There
sort
you
of
go,
comes
Dr. Claw.
together to give you this sort of tour through the afterlife, chilled out experience. If this is something you're interested in, be sure to wishlist it. It helps us out a lot.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
Yeah, it's not with
The
a
next
Y.
game is a bit of a blast from the past. It arrived on the scene around 12
I don't
years
like sad
ago,
games.
quickly became the talk of the town, and won a handful of awards, including the Seamus McNally Grand Prize at GDC's Independent Games Festival. But then, shortly afterwards, both the game and its creator vanished. That game was Cart Life, a slice-of-life simulation game that put you in the shoes of various street vendors and tasked you with setting up a successful business selling bagels or newspapers. As the story unfolds, you'd soon find yourself making tough choices and trying to balance keeping your business afloat with the needs of your character and their families. It was a truly unique, powerful, and special game, and it's super sad that it's been unplayable now for the better part of a decade. But it gives me great pleasure to tell you that, lovingly restored and better than ever, Cart Life is back.
Was that the worst SGF so far this time?
I mean, from a a production and like show aspect, no. From the games that were able to
I'm
be
Nick
shown,
Herman. I'm with Ad Hoc Studio, and we're here to show you Cart Life.
I would say that it's very clear that Jeff didn't
Cart Life
have a
is
huge
a
amount to
retail
work
simulator
with
developed by Richard Hoffmeyer,
Yeah. Like, this
and
is a
was
huge
originally
year
released
in
in
gaming, and
2013,
almost nothing
where
has
it
been
won a
announced
bunch of
next year.
awards at the Independent
So-
Games Festival. For a variety of reasons,
And
he ended up
SGFs
pulling it
are
off
usually
Steam,
about the
but
next year.
all of us at Ad Hoc are such big fans of Richard's
yeah.
work. Now we're partnering with him to help bring it back.
I mean, considering what he had to work with, we got Nick Cage, we got more Final Fantasy, we got cool Mortal Kombat stuff. You know, like, there was some okay stuff there for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was kind of front heavy, or maybe bookended.
In Cart Life,
Middle
you
of the
can
show
play
is kinda
as 3
slow.
different characters in any order. Each have their own unique background
Jeff
and
just tweeted,
circumstances,
"No one was
but
arrested
what they
today
all have
at
in
Summer
common
Games
is that they're
Festival."
trying to make it as street vendors.
It's a pretty good
Melanie
meme.
is a recently divorced mother and has moved back into her family home with her daughter, all the while trying to establish her new coffee cart.
That's a weird
Andres
looking
is a
rocket ship in
Ukrainian
chat.
immigrant
What's that?
who is trying to put down roots in a new town by opening a newspaper stand. And Vinny has big dreams, but never enough money to make it happen. He's hoping that selling his homemade bagels will help turn things around for him. Managing your own cart is not an easy job. Just like in real life, in Cart Life, your resources are limited. You need to take care of yourself and others, and how you prioritize the needs of your cart against the personal needs of each character will determine the outcome of their stories.
Oh man, I gotta admit, I'm not a fan when games do like
The world of Cart
talking
Life is
sounds
alive and
that
filled with
aren't
characters
good to listen
who are
to.
potential customers.
Yep.
That
Like,
you'll get to
couldn't
know
agree
as
more.
you try to build
You could
your
thank
business.
Nintendo for that.
There's no right or wrong way to play.
Well, it's a lot of
What
a
players
lot
choose
of
to do with the time
because
that
it's
they have
cheaper
with each character is
to
entirely
do that
up to
than
them.
voice acting.
Everyone's experience will be
And
different
it's,
based on the choices they make, what they
if it's
prioritize,
not
and
like
even the
prevalent
order
or
in which they
loud or
choose to
whatever,
play
it's
the characters.
fine.
This
But if
release
it's
is gonna
like
have a bunch of new story content, new art,
Yeah.
you're just like,
it's
fuck
one
you,
thing.
I'd rather have nothing.
and
It's one
we
thing
really
to
look forward
acknowledge
sharing
it's
it all
there.
with
It's
you
another thing to
on
make
PC
it
and
try to
console later
replace
this year.
voice acting.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Banjo-Kazooie? Nope.
Way back in the day, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
The
because they did.
skateboard renaissance has been going
the
on for
very
the last
annoying
couple
thing.
years in games, and as we get deeper into the grind revival, things are getting a little more avant-garde and daring. This next one gives you all that Tony Hawk mechanical goodness that you crave, but with a heavy helping of demons and brimstone. This is the world premiere of Hellscape.
I like this guy's hairstyle. I don't know why.
Hello, my name is Jordi van den Bussen, also known as Kwobbelkop. I'm the CEO and founder of Phantom Coast. And today, I'll be
Well, at
talking
least he went with
about
like an
Hellscape.
easy to say username.
All right, Anton. First try. Here we go.
Dude.
No!
All right.
That was a good combo. All right, that's it.
It's
too slow.
Tony Hawk Demon Fighter?
Again.
Give me that turtleneck.
Hellscape takes place in Wertheim. Here you play as Anton Falcon, a skater through and through. All Anton wants to do is skate at Wertheim's fabled beach, even if that means he has to go through the gods and monsters who will do anything to stop him and his skater friends from doing what they love most. The skateboard mechanics are very similar to the arcade-like
Someone in my
games
chat
such as
said,
Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I mean, our lead game designer Steve actually worked on Tony Hawk's Underground.
It started a long time ago, the idea.
pretty clever.
The far-flung land of 2002, I worked on a game called Tony Hawk Underground. And at the time we were working on it, we were thinking, man, this really looks a lot like an RPG or an action RPG. You have all these stats and you're upgrading and all this kind of stuff. It's super cool, super neat, right? But of course, we're bound to Tony Hawk.
Did you
we're
say
bound
it
to
looks like with that
the
graphics?
real pro skaters. It always seemed to me that skate graphics create and imply such an interesting world, but it's not a coherent world that you can visit. So that was one of the motivations behind Hellscape. Hellscape is a skateboarding roguelike game.
Oh,
It
that's
fuses
it,
together
Linguist.
old school skateboarding,
Devil May
with the
Grind.
tricks and traversal,
Love it.
manuals, grinds,
Oh, it's good.
jumps, balance meters
That's good.
with a roguelite structure.
Chain of Fools, hell yeah, buddy.
Just
Appreciate
like with
you, dude.
other games in the roguelite genre, death is a central mechanic in the game. When you die in a run, thankfully you don't lose everything. You keep your resources, which you can use to get permanent upgrades such as tattoos
Guild MM, thank you
or
for the 10
skateboards,
bomb,
which
buddy.
act
Really
as
appreciate it.
weapons.
Thanks, Brenda.
The combat in our game can be described as a fast-paced skateboard hack and slash. While you have your light and heavy attacks, the core of the gameplay revolves around your skateboarding tricks.
The game should be quite easy for people to pick up and play. It has a combat system which is meant to be very friendly, very forgiving and rewarding, especially at the beginning. And then gradually it teaches you and ramps up the skill of skateboarding, where you need it, when you need it.
You feel the world getting harder. I love that.
Why did you stop me from skating?
Look at yourself. Your wing, your arm. What do you think happens when that gets to your head?
Thank you for watching this reveal of Hellscape. Wishlisting the game would mean the world to us. Thank you.
Oh, you convinced me.
You're in?
In our next game, Henry Halfhead, you play as Half a Head. That's it. That's the game. But it's so much more than that too.
Wow, don't sound too enthusiastic.
Henry can be many things. Can be.
Thank you so much, Crazy Jimmy, with a 5 bomb. Thank you, dude.
To be able to transform into
Oh, my
anything
Lord.
he can reach. Using
And,
this
Isocarbonate,
peculiar
thank you as
power
well.
and perplexing form, you'll live the life of the title character, navigating sandbox situations crafted by Zurich-based developers Lululu Entertainment, and in so doing, maybe ponder the philosophical questions. Who is? How is? What does it mean to be Henry Halfhead?
Welcome! May I introduce you to Henry? Henry's not just anyone. If they're anything, they're, well, everything. Henry can transform into everything in their reach. Yes, everything. And that's how they manage their daily life.
What has happened?
The familiar noise of Henry's alarm clock announces the dawn of a new day. And it will keep ringing until Henry gets up and calms the nervous, quivering machine. Tick tock,
please,
tick
please,
tock.
Please do it quickly. Please kill
At
the
least
fucking
half
thing.
awake,
There you go.
Henry is ready for their morning routine, which they usually start by making their bed. Staying in bed is tempting, but only leads to regret later. Henry knows that if you want to change the
too
world,
real.
you have to start off by making your own bed. Completing this simple task in the morning gives Henry a little bit of pride and the feeling of control over their life. With
Notice
part
how he
of the
said
morning
feeling of
routine
control
done,
over their life.
Henry was ready to freshen up.
Is that JP doing the noises? Yes.
For hours, Henry could sit there, lifting the seat up and down, pretending it was a singing mouth.
God damn it, he stole my bit before I even got to it.
Henry bought a turmeric soap. They didn't know, they just liked the color. It's actually great for their skin. That got all the dirt. Henry should now dry themselves. All clean and dry, Henry is now ready for a proper breakfast. Breakfast with a warm
my
beverage
God.
is important, and so is keeping up with the news.
This week. That's all for now. Have a wonderful day.
Are we on a collective bad trip right now? I mean, a little.
Ever since 2020, man.
Well, this is like I am
The best
bread,
drink
but
Henry
I
can
am
make from
everything.
beans. The candy of nature. Delicious. Well fed and well informed, Henry has to get ready and pack for work.
I am head. There you go. Good call. Oh shit, oh my god, he actually is bread.
If Henry takes their lunchbox and leaves now, they can catch the 8 o'clock bus. Double the Henry, double the fun. Play Henry's not-so-ordinary everyday life in co-op mode. Henry, everyday life with a twist.
God, that is so weird.
Our next game is from Jeppe Carlsen, a creator who's perhaps best well known for his work as master puzzle creator on Limbo and Inside. We had the honor of working with him to publish 2 of his solo projects as part of Double Fine Presents: rhythm action platformer 140 and co-op arcade shooter Thoth, 2 of the most fiendishly well-designed and fun puzzle games I've ever played that truly give you a sense for and appreciation of Jeppe's contributions to those Playdead titles. His new game sees him teaming back up with Jakob Schmidt, composer of 140, and applying his trademark puzzle skills to a beautiful, mind-bending adventure game. This is Cocoon.
Hello, I'm Jakob, co-founder and
game
audio
about the
director of Geometric Interactive in Copenhagen. I would like to show you what our amazing team has been working on for the last couple of years. Our game, Cocoon.
Shit, now I want a bloomin' onion.
This game actually looks dope. We've seen this before.
Cocoon is an adventure game with multiple worlds, and each of these worlds are contained within an orb. Let me demonstrate by jumping out of the world which we are currently exploring. Just like that, we are now in a world outside. The orange orb here contains the world we were previously exploring. Let's jump out one more time. We are now in a world even further outside and can explore this world using the orange orb that we picked up. Orbs can be placed on switches to power devices and solve puzzles.
They did a little bit of this in Patrick's Parabox. You played that puzzle game.
And you can even throw them into pipes.
Cool.
You can use the hierarchy of worlds within worlds to solve interesting puzzles. For example, to safely avoid this moving barrier, you simply jump out of the world, let it pass by, and jump back in.
God, I'd love to do that for those people wanting you to sign petitions outside the grocery store.
Now, Cocoon is not only about exploration and puzzles. Within each world, you have to face a mighty guardian. Here is a first glimpse of one of these encounters. We hope you look forward to
puts his head
exploring
in
the
the sand and
mysterious
sticks up
worlds
his,
of Cocoon, releasing later this
cozy
year
bits.
on Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo Switch.
I've already wishlisted twice as many games on this thing that I have on the last
French-Canadian developer,
SGF thing.
Impossible. In this relaxing artistic exploration game, you play a painter with a watercolor brush and a whole city to explore. This game is more than appropriate for Day of the Devs Summer Game Fest edition because its title, Été, in French, translates to the word summer.
Hi, my name is Laszlo, and I'm the creative director at Impossible. We are a small Montreal-based indie studio working on our first title, Été.
I don't know how to do accents over letters, so
in Été, you see
That's
the
what I have
world
to
through
do.
the eyes of
You
the
just
painter,
say that part
with
of the
every
word
surface
louder.
acting like a blank canvas, just waiting for you to fill it with
That's what
color.
that means.
Été means summer in French because it's set in our French-speaking hometown of Montreal, Canada, as you step into the shoes of a painter who's traveling abroad for, well, the summer. This is a game for people who love pure exploration. You're free to roam open city scenes at your own pace, following your curiosity,
It's like
getting
Power Wash
sidetracked,
Simulator,
and discovering secrets along the way.
but like instead of washing off dirt, you're just making things colored.
Right as you said that, he pointed at
When
a
you fill
dog,
something
and I
with
was
paint,
like, what?
You'll extract its color as droplets of
Just half
experience.
paying attention.
And as you level up, you'll become able to unleash larger splashes of paint that reveal a bigger part of the world at once.
Okay.
That's really cool art style, though. I just don't know, like, the...
You'll also meet plenty of locals, taking part in their lighthearted,
depth.
everyday anecdotes. And some of them will even commission artworks from you.
Wow.
Using your bike, you can travel quickly back to your apartment and paint those commissions on canvas. That's where your creativity comes into play. At your easel, you can create gorgeous watercolor artworks using anything you've discovered in your expedition so far. Stamps on your canvas can be freely moved, resized, rotated in 3D, and even recolored.
Okay, that's cool.
The canvas is pretty much your sandbox that lets you put your own spin on commissions. And if you're feeling inspired,
That's
you
actually
can paint
awesome.
as many creative artworks as you like
Wow.
without any kind of limitation. With hundreds of unlockable stamps at your disposal,
Wait till he
and
tells you
dozens of
about how it
commissions
can
to
turn
inspire
into an
you,
NFT,
the only limit
Cohh.
really is your imagination.
Oh my god. I can
Apart from
only
living
be
your best
so
life as
rock
the
solid
friendly neighborhood
interested.
painter, you'll also get to meet
Yeah,
other
invest
like-minded
now,
artists,
motherfucker.
like Marianne, an ambitious photographer, and Theo, a talented musician, among many others. If you manage to befriend them, maybe they'll let you in on their best-kept secret, an abandoned building that could become your very own painting studio.
Oh my god.
But you'll have to dive into that story for yourself.
Wait, did you just tell
It
us
is
the
coming out in
secret?
2024, and
I think
we
you
hope
did.
you'll enjoy your adventure
I think you just-
as a traveling painter in this lovingly crafted, whimsical
There was
summer
a,
world.
There was like one thing to spoil in this game, and he just did.
Hi, everybody. How are you liking the show so far? This is the time where we take a brief break to talk about
Look
the
at that
long
room.
and complicated process by which we accept games into the nominating committee and all the legal ramifications and the technical rules that go with the accounting of the...
Tim, sorry. I thought that, yeah, I thought I was doing something here too. All right.
The guy reminds
Hey,
me of the
Kelly from Indie Mega Booth here.
oh God, the
with
dude
a
from
very
SNL.
exciting announcement. We're back.
Bobby Moynihan.
If you're a fan of indie games, you may have seen the Indie Mega Booth at shows like PAX West and PAX East over the last decade, bringing together a curated selection of the best up-and-coming indie titles. Games like Crypt of the Necrodancer, Tunic, Disco Elysium, Spiritfarer, Celeste, Mini Metro, Astroneer,
Hold on, someone's making a
The
lot of noise
Stanley
upstairs.
Parable,
Be right back.
and Papers, Please have all been part of the Indie Mega Booth community. If you're a dev, you'll likely know us from our industry work, such as our GDC showcases, our presence at Bit Summit, our global outreach and events, including a robust scholarship and grant program. And if you've never heard of any of this, well, that's fine. Just think of us as like a stepping stone into the games industry, where folks who love indie games can connect with each other, discover new games, and be part of a welcoming, diverse, broad, creative community. Indie Mega Booth has been in hibernation during the pandemic, but we are so excited to announce that we're finally waking up from our big long slumber, and we're ready to move forward with IMB 2.0. Head on over to our brand new website, indiemegabooth.com, and be Indie Know by signing up for our newsletter. Learn about new games,
Hey Zeke,
upcoming
be
showcases,
Indie Know.
digital sales, and the best ways to help support
Know
the
what I'm
games and
saying?
developers
See
that you
that?
know and love. As we've always said,
Oh, that's a
individually
great
we're
one.
tiny,
Like,
together
be
we're
in
mega.
the know.
Yes, I know.
But indie.
I get the
No.
joke. I get it.
Well, we have another world premiere for y'all,
great
and it's
joke.
also really
Man.
thematically appropriate for
World
a showcase.
premiere.
You'll see why in a second. It's from the aesthetically amazing studio called Land and Sea. They're famous for the Alto series that you know and love, but this next one is not what you're expecting from them. It'll be herding your way. It'll be flocking your way. No, I like herding. It'll be herding your way next year. It's called Summerhill. It's about sheep.
Hi there, my name is Harry Nesbitt, and I'm the founder and creative director of Land and Sea. We're a small team from the UK, best known as the developers of the Alto's Adventure series. Now, over the last few years, we've been busy growing the team and laying the groundwork for our most ambitious project yet. It's an entirely new IP that aims to build on the themes that we care about most as a studio. And we're super excited to be able to share this exclusive first teaser with you today. So please take a look, and I'll be back at the end to tell you more.
Is that a sheepdog? What type of dog?
What I miss?
Nothing.
Oh.
We hope you enjoyed this first look at our brand new game, Summerhill. To give you a little bit more detail, Summerhill is a story-driven puzzle game in which you play as a young shepherd and their dog. Together you'll be setting out to rescue your lost flock that have been scattered across the mysterious land that lies at the border of your home. Summerhill brings together gentle problem-solving, fluid herding-based gameplay, and striking pastoral
herding-based
gameplay. Timeless coming
That's
of
what I
age
look for.
Nice. As a team, we've been massively inspired by the rich history and cultural impact of sheep herding across the world. There are few people or places that haven't been impacted in some small way by the practice of shepherding. Even the name, Summerhill, is a name often given to highland pastures where sheep are taken to graze during the warmest months of the year. In many ways, sheep herding is in our DNA, and we really want to do justice to this timeless tradition and tell a story that could only be told in this way. We're also super excited to be working again with our longtime collaborator, Todd Baker. Todd is a composer and audio designer best known for his work on games such as Monument Valley 2, Dreams, and our very own Alto's Odyssey. We can't wait to share more with you, so if you'd like to be the first to hear about what we're up to, please head over to our Steam page to wishlist the game, or go to summerhill.game to join our mailing list. Thanks again, and we look forward to sharing more with you again soon.
Next up, we have an update on Eternites. This is from Studio Psy, essentially a one-person team with a few friends helping out on the side. And it's a dating action game. Now, you've heard a lot about this title.
Sorry.
What's happening?
I'm sorry, Greg. I know I shouldn't be interrupting Day of the Devs. But it's urgent. A virus has turned most of us into... I don't know how much longer we can hold out. It won't be easy, and the road will be long, but who knows? Maybe we'll find one more thing worth fighting for. Eternite is a dating action game that takes adrenaline-fueled combat and mixes it together with a heartfelt love story. Can I be honest for a moment? Sometimes with all these infected, it's too much. And it's during these moments that I'm happy to have someone to lean on. Fighting for our lives, solving puzzles, exploring dungeons. It all seems easier when you have someone special by your side to make things less scary. So, what now? Did you just shush me? Because the teacher might hear us. Hey.
Oh, sorry, chat.
Have you ever passed a note to your crush? I mean, or you can just fight for friendship. That's cool and not...
Wow, we are so cheesy.
Minigames! We have so many minigames that can help you unlock unique skills and spells in battle. So yeah, you can fight monsters, explore dungeons, date? I mean, so many things like train, scavenge, date. Did I say date twice? Anyway, you have to manage and balance all these activities if you want to save the world. The clock is ticking. Okay, cool. Bye!
Wishlist now.
Next up, from Italian-Icelandic developer Evil Licorice, comes a nostalgia-fueled gadget-building sim that demystifies electronics engineering and allows you to share your creations with the community.
Hello everyone, I'm Marco Bancale from Evil Licorice, and I'm one of the designers of Retro Gadgets.
What the hell?
Whoa, what is this?
Although it takes me forever to build something like this, I love the feeling of seeing something happening on a screen like this one when I rotate the knob or I press the buttons. And this is where the idea for Retro Gadgets comes from, is to being able to build digital gadgets with little effort. We love Pico 8 by Lexaloff because it brings you this retro environment where you can build your own games in Lua. And we also love Shenzhen.io by Zachtronics because it managed to teach you low-level programming effortlessly. And Retro Gadgets tries to take the best of both worlds.
What's the game that this reminds me of, guys?
A layer of hardware building and customization.
Indie game.
All this is packaged in a cozy and retro-inspired environment.
The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild.
We have a fantastic community, and people have been creating insane
BBS, there it is. Last call BBS, that's what it was.
Well beyond our initial expectations. So please join our Discord server.
So
and,
this isn't a
check them out.
game.
Retro
This is
Gadgets is in early access on Steam.
It's just like a
big
sandbox?
plans in store.
Like a game where you build a game thing?
If you've ever watched the Mars Curiosity rover on one of its missions, you very well may have become fascinated
Disco
by
server?
one of the
It's a disco.
hyper-specific contraptions and gadgets it keeps on board to measure soil samples and hunt for traces of water. Our next game poses a very important question, though. Sure, Curiosity can tell us the weather on a planet millions of miles away, but can it deliver a pizza? In Mars First Logistics from Shape Shop, you'll be given the task of carrying awkwardly shaped objects from point A to point B by assembling and piloting your very own Mars rovers. And in doing so, perhaps you will solve a pepperoni-based problems that truly matter.
Hello, I'm Ian McClarty from Shape Shop. We're a small team based in Melbourne, Australia, and we're making this game, Mars First Logistics. In Mars First Logistics, you'll be helping to establish a colony on the surface of Mars.
I think we've seen
You'll
this.
do
Did
this
we
by
see this?
transporting often awkwardly shaped objects between A and B.
I don't know anymore.
Using vehicles that you design and build yourself.
I mean, I did this in Tears of the Kingdom.
Swear to God. What are you doing?
What do you mean?
It's a pizza! You don't call it like...
As you complete deliveries,
He built
the
another
game
one.
will give
I'm
you
so
new
hungry
toys
right
to
now.
play with.
I just had a sub. Gotta get yourself a Subway, man.
Cozy Meltdown? That's right. This actually looks kind of awesome. This looks like it'd be fun.
Good show.
Thank you so much, Mayor Watt, for the 5 bombs. Thank you. Oh no, Lena's bringing me pizza later. I just gotta wait for it, man.
The game is set in a vast open world, and you're free to pick and choose which jobs you'd like to take on. There's a mix of procedurally generated side jobs and handcrafted main contracts. In the main contracts, you'll be helping to construct new buildings in the game's world. One of the main challenges in the game is figuring out how to pick up each item and deliver it safely to its destination using the parts that you have available.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, I love games like this.
And as you build up
you know,
your
you can build
collection
whatever
of
you
parts,
want,
more
and
creative
it's
options will
very
become
much
available
like
to you. And I
it
think
might
a lot of
look
the fun in the
inefficient, but
game
it got
is
the
just
cup
messing
ball in
around
the cup,
and
didn't
being
it?
creative in its editor.
Sure.
And finally, I'm really excited to announce that Mars First Logistics will be launching into Steam Early Access on the 22nd of June. That's just 2 weeks away, and we're really looking forward to seeing what everyone builds in the game. Thank you.
You'd think the aftermath of a worldwide flood would be pretty bleak, right? Well, UK and Denmark-based studio Die Gute Fabrik
Mars
has a different
First
take.
Logistics.
From the studio that brought you Mutazione and Sports Friends comes the all-new adventure set in the sprawling post-flood world of Saltsea. The adventure unfolds differently with every decision, so there's always something new to see in your next playthrough. So buckle your swashes and get ready for the world premiere of the stylish, seaworthy Saltsea Chronicles.
Hello. We are Die Gute Fabrik.
I'm Hannah Nicklin from Die Gute Fabrik, and we made Saltsea Chronicles. We're super stoked to show you the world premiere of Saltsea Chronicles today. It's a flooded world, story-driven adventure game where you play as a ship's whole crew.
God damn it, I knew it.
Not a fan of the art style.
World premiere. Sorry.
At the beginning of the game, you're going to discover that Maya, your captain, has gone missing, and together your ragtag crew are going to heist
"What
a
art
ship
style?"
and set out across the Saltsea archipelago in search of clues. In each chapter of the game, you'll decide where to head next, who to explore with from the crew when you get there, and what to say to the people that you meet along the way. Saltsea Chronicles' unique art style is brought to life by beautiful animation, and each location is built on the fragments of this world that came before.
So he says it looks like a corporate website
really
art style.
An incredible job.
Maybe that's what it is.
One of my favourite locations is called Los Gatos, and on that island, the people there live symbiotically
Corporate
with
HR
this
video.
community of cats. As you explore, you'll find a brand new trick-taking card game designed especially for the world of Saltsea. It's a really good way to sort of take a break from the story. It's called Spoils, and you can play it all over the archipelago, and you might discover how each community has slightly different house rules. Another thing we're super proud of is our exploration system. So we're sort of done away with the walk of shame in adventure games. So if you miss a clue, instead of sort of slowly traipsing to the other end of the island, you're just going to tap the shoulder button on your controller or select a screen span arrow to move almost instantaneously across a space. It allows us to lay the story down away from a linear path much more organically. Saltsea Chronicles doesn't tell a story about a hero. It's a story about a community and how you navigate the world together. And each community that you meet in turn is going to be rich and amusing and strange maybe, and have its own things going on. There's also a strong sense of genre-based storytelling too. So while you might be new to the world of Saltsea, you'll know that you're in a Scooby-Doo chapter or a Romeo and Juliet chapter or a detective one. There are plenty of laughs, but tough choices and meaningful moments too. Our writer's room of award-winning storytellers have done an incredible job.
Yeah, apparently Diablo 4 has been down for like
half an hour.
We're so
delighted to share Saltsea Chronicles
hardcore
with
players
you all
are
today.
freaking out.
And I can't wait for you to explore the rich world, get to know the wonderful characters,
have they even
and to
said
hear
how
what
many people
paths
have
you chart
submitted?
when you play.
No. But I think a lot of them are very concerned that they're going to log in dead.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, this next game, Sorry. Tim keeps texting. Let's see. Oh, Tim wants me to read something. Apologies, but this seems important. The thing I love most about Day of the Devs, says Tim, as Tim, I don't know, is getting to know all these amazing game developers. I love hearing them describe their games and their creative process, but I wish I could hear more. I wish I could be a fly on the wall, eavesdropping all their private conversations, all their ups and
Is
downs.
this the
their triumphs
Apple
and
conference
tribulations,
from the other day?
while making a real video game over the course of 7 years. Too bad there's no way to do it. Or is there? This is actually pretty cool. Two Player Productions was embedded with Double Fine for the course of 7 years while they were making Psychonauts 2, and they made a super hyper duper long documentary series unlike anything you've ever seen in games.
Whoa.
All the intimacy, all the tears, the outrage and joys, and all the things that happen in game development that never really gets documented because who has access like this? So here's a very quick sneak peek at their incredibly long series. We highly encourage you to watch this thing. It's amazing.
Oh, this is the Psychonauts documentary?
So what's next?
Is that what they're talking about?
Psychonauts 2.
Yeah, I watched.
To get to the dollar amount we're talking about.
40 episodes. I don't. A lot of this.
Avenues.
Wait, what did you just say? 40?
There's not
Whenever
40. I
Grass
think
Light's
there's
start, Tim's just gonna
30
start.
It's
episodes.
22 hours long?
Yeah, it's long.
So there's a ton of stuff going on right now.
I think we got
It's kinda
13 hours in or
But,
something
it's
like that.
fun. It'll be really rewarding when it's done.
Hopefully you get a chance to work on a Psychonauts game in the near future.
It's incredibly well done.
Thank you for helping us bring back Psychonauts. Thank you.
3, 2, 1. It goes through like everything. COVID, Xbox, Psychonauts VR, everything before that, everything after that.
Oh, cool,
To
dude.
submit your game for future
That makes
Day
me
of
wish
the
I had
Devs,
22
or to
hours
just
laying
hear
around.
about Day of the Devs in general, go to dayofthedevs.com for more info.
Thank
I got
you
about
to
halfway
all
through it, I
the
was like,
incredible
I gotta-
sponsors that have
I
been
gotta
with
stop.
us since the
Yeah, I gotta go watch some One
beginnings
Piece,
of
right?
Day of the Devs. We're going on 11
No, I was
years.
watching on
We
stream.
could not pay for any of this
Oh, on
without these
stream.
sponsors.
Play games,
they,
yeah.
They donate to us. ask for nothing in return except a showcase of incredible games from indie devs all around the world. So please,
I do need to watch
I was gonna say, how you doing on One Piece?
On the screen. We appreciate
I
you.
haven't
We couldn't do
watched
this without
any
you.
since.
Thank you. Thank you again to the incomparable Dose One. He's been supplying the beats for all the transitions between all these
End
amazing
of
games.
March, I think?
Ever since we started doing these digital showcases.
It's been
for
a
Day of
while.
the Devs.
Oh, wow.
Thank you again. You're a hero amongst heroes. Go check out his music.
I
It's
feel like
amazing.
that guy should do voices
Dose
in
One
games.
is incredible. Thank you for watching Day of the
this guy.
Devs yet again. If you're looking for more information or you just want to subscribe to the coolest newsletter,
I feel like
in
if he
all the
tried,
land,
he could do a
go
mean
to
Kermit the Frog.
dayofthedevs.com, the URL on your screen. Follow us on social media.
Is
We got
Devolver
more coming
next?
up this year.
Yeah.
Thank you to our friend
Is
Jeff
that in
Keighley.
12
The
minutes?
Summer Game Fest showcase was amazing. We're so happy to be a part of Summer Game Fest for
Or
these
an
last
hour
many
and
years.
12 minutes.
Definitely stick around. We're
No.
not completely done
Wait.
yet. We have a musical performance featuring the sounds of New Caledonia. Thanks to
Hey,
our
wait a
friends who made
second.
the game Chia. It's worth it.
Wasn't SGF supposed to have a band or
Happening
something?
right now.
I thought that there was like a musical song or something. Well, there's this. Here we go.
Oh. No. Is that a recorder?
Did either of you play this game?
This is Tachia?
Yeah.
No.
I heard pretty good things, but I never played it.
Really pretty music. Is the
That guy's
Cyberpunk
crushing
DLC
it.
supposed to be at SGF? I'm hoping it'll
It
be.
was.
I'm hoping it'll be at the Xbox conference.
I guess it will be there,
Yeah.
yeah. They had the marketing deal for the first one, right? Like that was the whole Keanu thing?
I think they did.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
One sec. We're gonna wait till after the song. That was awesome. That was really cool. That was great music. People flew